What if I told you websites like this, like this, like this are becoming less and less relevant, and maybe not relevant at all for humans? The way search behavior is changing and changing so rapidly, websites aren't going to be utilized by humans very much at all. So this video, I'm going to break it down. A little controversial, but it's happening already, whereas people aren't using websites like they did before. So how to prepare for this change, how to leverage it so that you can continue to get traffic, so that you continue to show up. So let me dive in here and do a little bit of a live case study to show kind of what I'm talking about. So if you're searching for, let's just say, I need a plumbing company to install a toilet in the Miami area, right? This is the way that people are searching now. We're searching for specific problems and solutions, specific use cases, specific things. I'm not just going to search for plumber, right? We're getting a little bit more specific with how we are searching, whether we're using Google. A lot of us are still using Google, or we're using AI. But this is what is coming up. It's coming up with top plumbing companies for the area, right? Whether we're doing it this way, or even if we're just not even in AI. So toilet installation in Miami. So even if we're doing it in actual Google, we're still kind of seeing the AI overview, but we're coming down a lot of times, especially for local businesses, we're leveraging maps, and the AIs are leveraging these maps too. So we're coming, whether this be restaurants or service-based companies, we're coming and we're looking at all of these options, and we're diving into the reviews, right? We know all of these are they're all plumbing services, so they're all going to do toilet installations. But more than not, we're just going and searching through here and looking at the ones that have the most reviews, the best average reviews. No, I look for like ones that don't have like crazy bad recent reviews, because some companies do well and then they fall off and then they start doing crappy. So a lot of their recent reviews are crappy where their overall score is good. So, and most people aren't necessarily going to the websites anymore. They are trusting this, or they're looking at the AI overviews, and then they're going to ask questions based on this. Why go and sift through a website when you can continue to interact with the AI? The AI is doing all the heavy lifting for you. Same thing with ChatGPT. I need a toilet installation in Miami. So people are searching in AIs in ChatGPT a lot more too, and the same thing is kind of applying. We are relying on AI to do all the heavy lifting for us and do the analyzation for us, because we don't want to spend the time sifting through what neighborhood are we on? Let's just say downtown Miami. So again, we're not having to sift, we're just having a conversation now with the AI to find the solution to our problem. So this is going to sift through all of the websites, all the data. This is looking at the reviews in the Google profile, and it's going to find the best options for us according to what we're looking for. And this is what is changing. This is how search behavior is changing now. We are going to lean more and more on AI to do this for us. So here we go. Here's the main recommendations. I am not from here normally even going to go to their website. I can, sure, but most people aren't. Most people are going to ask more questions here. This is the reason why they started here and didn't start even in Google. So this is a step further down the road. And obviously this depends on the type of search and the type of thing that you're looking for. But I would say like leaning, especially for like local businesses, websites are going to become less and less relevant to human buyers, because this is going to do all the work for us. So the main goal now becomes, because search behavior is changing, because the way that people are interacting with AI is changing, what do we do to show up here? How can we show up in these search results so that we're still a trusted source here? We're still getting these clicks. We're still getting this traffic. Well, we want to just set up our content and our websites to match search behavior, search intent better, right? Better than our competition. the snazzy, UX design, snazzy websites are becoming less and less important. Sure, if you're selling visually appealing things, yes, you're going to have that still. But a lot of service-based companies don't need the snaz. That's not where the focus should be. The focus should be on matching search intent better than you have done so that you can show up in these search results, show up in these recommendations. So there's a couple ways. Obviously, you want to make sure that your Google business profile is filled out as a local business. That's a no-brainer. But you want to make sure your website, your web pages, and the content that you're releasing is set up to match search intent the best way possible. So one way to do it, there's four major ways that you can show up better. So one way is to produce regular content and match, make sure you have service pages for all of your services and all of the locations. So that is key number one. So you want to have your service page, right, of all your services, but then you want to have each service for each location. So say this is toilet repair for Miami. So this is page number one. Then you're going to have toilet repair for Coral Gables if you service that area, and then toilet repair for this location, right? So you want to have that set up, all of your services for all the locations, and that's matching search intent. Again, I'm searching for toilet installation in Miami, but if I lived in Coral Gables, I would do toilet installation Coral Gables, or all the sub-towns. Everyone has local sub-towns. So if you only do Miami, you're missing the people that are searching for their local town, their local area, if you service that area. So you want to make sure that all of that is built out, matching that search intent. So you can, that's number one, right? Number two is having listicle type content, right? This works really well. So you're going to be like the top, you can do the top companies for toilet repair in Miami, or the top things you should look for with a company that's doing a toilet repair. So listicles work really well. So you're going to have that question or that statement, and then you're going to put the listicles in order, and then the AI is going to look at that. And if someone's looking for that information, you're providing it, so you're more apt to show up. Another way to do this is going to be versus. So you can have versus like this company versus this company, this service versus this service, this product versus this product. That is fantastic because the AIs are seeing that comparison with the data to make a decision to showcase to the actual customer. Another one is variable type articles. So you're doing content, but you're having specific variables inside the content that's unique to your business. So non-commodity content is getting shown up in AI overviews, listicles. Commodity content is something that I can produce content being like, how tall is that Mount Everest? Or what should first-time home buyers look for, right? That's commodity-based content, right? So we want to do content that's variable-based, right? That the 15% of customers miss this with their toilet repair, or something like that, where it's a variable that you're interjecting that's original to you. So that does really well. Search intent targeted content. So you're going to basically be like the top cost effective parts for toilet installation, or something like that. Or what are the things that you should look for with a new toilet install? Or what are the things to beware of with a toilet install? Or how fast can a toilet get installed? So those are matching that search intent question or problem and solution, and then you're providing that information, and then you're interjecting the answer, your brand assets, calls to action, things like that. So I think that was actually 5 ways to better better match search intent in your content. So one program that I use to do this, and this nails pretty much all of them, is Arvow to be able to do this. So for first and foremost, you can do SEO based content. So I could take that search intent as a title here. And so I could do toilet repair Miami as the SEO, and then the top, what's the normal time frame to have a toilet repaired, right? That's a normal question that people would ask, and then I'm targeting the location, and then I'm creating content about that. So search intent, SEO content. The other thing that you can do with Arvow is variable based content. So again, this is really cool. I can do content on specific variables, and you can set up these templates. So here's one for like real estate, topic, market, firsthand, common mistake. So these are variable type articles. So we did one just for example on protein powders. So from a protein company, you install this variables. Two big names were 18% underdosed. So these are unique variables to the company, and this will produce a unique variable article with your brand assets included in here. The other thing that you can do is use this for the location and service pages. So you can set up a template here. So this is like where you put in your service. So toilet repair, city, Miami, state, Florida. And then you can create an article. Also, you can use that article as a service page, as a unique service page, because you can do this every time. It's going to create a different output. Like you could do toilet repair Coral Gables, toilet repair Miami, and the article is going to be different. So it's going to change around the structure, which is what Google looks for, what Google wants. Before, people would do the exact same piece, that exact page, the exact article, and just change the city. That's not going to do it. That's not going to get indexed. The article itself needs to be different structurally, content-wise. So you can do it this way. Like here's one we did for toilet repair Miami. Has it up here. Toilet install Miami, and then basically it includes the pictures and then the information about toilet installations for Miami. Again, you could take this, you could produce this as an article, or you could create this as your own service page for Miami and then do one for Coral Gables, whatever. So that's really, really awesome. Again, you can use this for versus articles. You can do this for variable articles, search intent articles, listicles. All of this is geared to help you do that. And then you can obviously brand this to your brand. So you can go in here, add your knowledge base, case studies, your website, training materials. You can structure this a specific way. You can link it to your sitemap. You can add your own images. You can add your own videos, or it'll do relevant ones for you. So this is the tool, and this is going to be becoming more and more important, where your content and your website structure is geared towards AIs and what AI is pulling from. Sure, it's going to be there if humans do want to see it, but human behavior is changing. Less and less people are actually going to the websites. They're trusting and leaning more on the information provided by AI. So our goal as businesses is to align our information with what AI is looking for. And the only thing that you're doing, people are making the mistake. They'll be like, oh, I got to write this for AI. No, you got to write it for your consumers. Write it for search intent. Write it for humans. And the better job you do writing it for humans, the better job AI will be doing picking that up, because AI is just doing a fantastic job, and they're getting better and better and better at providing information that matches search intent. That is the best results for that search, for that person looking for it. So as long as you're aligning your content with that mindset, you're going to show up more and more in those AI overviews, in those AI citations with that content. So, and this is a good program to make this a lot easier for you. I use this for all my businesses and my clients' businesses as well. So there's a link below to this to try it out. There's a lot of other bells and whistles I'm not going to get into in this video. I've talked about in previous videos that this program can do. But check out this other video on SEO. I'll be back soon with some more good stuff for you guys. Hopefully that helps you out.